Hello and welcome to second Troll Tuesday, where I create some very annoying team and then I try to troll opponent with it on in-game ladder. Now, last time we went over the mono water rain team. That was quite confusing, but it had quite a number of best of one sets, but nothing out of ordinary. This team is not nothing out of ordinary either, but it has the best of one strat not too many people expect, and I just wanted to have fun with it this time. So let me explain that. So you see Dedenne, right? And you see Togekiss, and you know where this is going. This Togekiss has weakness policy, and we got Parabolic charge, and this is the catch. Not too many people will see in the team preview, and they will get steamrolled. Not too many people actually know that Parabolic charge is a move that Dedenne can learn. No. People will probably expect like Volt Switch, maybe they will follow me, but they will get soon after crushed by the Parabolic charge plus weakness policy boosts. Now, this is not the only strategy Dedenne has. The first moveset is reserved for Ally Switch, which is quite a funny move. Your Impulse is for some kind of lappers that we might want to nerf a bit better and more reliable way than Ally Switch does. And Super Fang is overall useful move if opponent haven't Dynamaxed yet. It allows me to, for example, weaken Tyranitar, which would otherwise be pretty troublesome, and to one shot. I'm pretty sure Super Fang cuts the HP down to half and down to 75% if opponent Dynamaxes, and I'm pretty sure +2 Max Starfall should be able to pick that Tyranitar off. So it's pretty cool combo Dedenne has. Now, it's not the only thing Dedenne has under his belt here. Cheek Pouch recovers 1/3 of its health if the Dedenne eats a berry, which will be Citrus Berry. So if it falls below 50%, it's going to recover, I'm pretty sure that is 57%, which is quite high. And we got max defense, max HP, because why not? We are running Troll Tuesday. We are gonna be trolling as much as possible. Now, it does not outspeed Tyranitar with Jolly max speed, but I expect most of these Tyranitars to be adamant anyways, so it isn't a problem. We outspeed Lappers with modest max speed nature as well, so I think it's just pretty fine. Let's just jump straight to Togekiss. You see, the Togekiss is not in second slot next to Dedenne, so it's not as easily guessable that this is the combination. I would recommend putting this Pokemon in 4th or 5th slot, so people don't, these people that learn against you won't recognize it on the spot. Now, Urshifu is a Assault Vest set, which not too many people expect, right? Most of the time Urshifu is Focus Sash set, and we are going to go with very bulky Poison Jab set. That still outspeeds Modest Venusaur outside of the sun, which we can remove because we got Ancient Power on Togekiss. Hooray! And yeah, this is another best of one strat we got. We need to troll as much as possible. Okay, this is pretty standard in Incineroar set. We needed some kind of like more solid counteraction to Sun. Sun is annoying, we just cannot sleep on it. I wanted this team to be a bit more than a kind of one-trick pony team. If I see Sun, I'm gonna go with Safety Goggles Incineroar, and immediately I will try to eliminate the Venusaur with Flablets, boosted by Sun. So yeah, the team has quite a number of strats against Sun, and I'm pretty happy about that. Just ban Rillaboom for more best of one goodness. Many people expect Assault Vest, but that's on Urshifu, and this is a choice ban Rillaboom, which is Grassy Glide are pretty nuclear at this point. U-turn is quite funny as well, because not too many people expect it, and it can throw people off guard pretty well. And the last slot is good old Scarf Dracovish with some Rock Slide goodness and Jolly Nature. I'm pretty sure Jolly outspeeds something nowadays. I have forgotten about it, but I'm pretty sure there is another Pokemon that outspeeds all the others. We can look at that, because I think my instinct tells me that there is something Scarf Jolly Dracovish can outspeed that normal Dracovish doesn't, and here it is, Talonflame. If I can imagine that we will break the Galwings of Talonflame, for example, in the matchup against Lappers. Normally, the Talonflame would be able to set up second element, but with Jolly we can somewhat stop that. And with Rock Slide help, we can finish off the Lappers as well. Alright. We outspeed Barraskewda as well. We do not outspeed Dragapult, unfortunately. But it's pretty good surprise factor, let's say. So I think I like it. I think I will like that. So I would normally go over matchups here, but I've explained some to you kind of, and all the other matchups are literally me just leading with Dedenne plus Togekiss. Even against Sand, it's good, because this spread move doesn't actually perk weakness plus of Tyranitar, so we can actually lead with against Tyranitar with our self-proc weakness policy move. So it's kind of safe. Then we'll bring Urshifu. You probably can imagine what we're going to do. So I won't just bother you with that, and we're going to go straight up into 2 battles. So enjoy those, and welcome to the second part of the video, where I will play the team with, and play around with Dedenne for a while. Hopefully I'm gonna catch some people off guard. Well, there's a police car outside, so just ignore that. They are pretty loud. But you shouldn't be able to hear that, just in case you did though. Nothing is happening outside, everything is nice around here. So it's nice around the battlefield as well, since there are going to be blooming flowers there. Torkoal. This is like some gonna be like, from what I experienced against these kind of teams, I remember this is some kind of eject pad Torkoal with overheat and stuff like that. It's kind of a weird strat, but we're gonna go with the surprise strategy. We're gonna be trying to surprise our opponent with the Parabolic Charge plus Weakness policy strategy. And with the backup, we'll have something very consistent. So we're gonna troll them with a surprise, and then we're gonna finish them off with priority attacks. Or do we want priority attacks? And Dracovish looks a bit better. You see, there is a lot of fire types actually, both starters of fire types. 2 fire type starters that are actually viable. And then we got the Rillaboom, Torkoal. Well, let's see how this one will go. Okay, that is a different combination than I expected. But I'm fine with that, totally fine with that. So, what we will want to go for is Parabolic Charge to the one, plus a Max Rock Fall to disrupt the Sun opponent has. I think there is a... what's the name of this Pokemon? Cherim? I think it's Cherim, right? So, if we're gonna disrupt the Sun immediately, opponent won't be able to set it back, and we're gonna surprise them and troll them in this way. So I can imagine this will be a lot of fun. Okay. Dynamax Togekiss like every single time. And I can already tell opponent did not expect the weakness plus a combination to come out. Or probably fakes out the Dedenne anyways. No, Grassy Glide, but we're very defensive Dedenne. So we're not gonna have problem with that. And we're gonna recover right back to 100% health, because that's not how Cheek Pouch works. Nice. You're back and we're healthy. Now Parabolic Charge will could possibly heal my opponent, myself even more. If this was a choice band, we would be probably at 100% health again after this Parabolic Charge. And Max Rock Fall happens, and we should be able to one-shot the Torkoal. That's nice. Cool. Hopefully we're gonna get more competent opponent next time. Since showcasing such a devastating strategy against a 29,000th player on the world might be a bit too much. And yeah, as I always say to YouTube, no, this video is not made for kids. Now we got 2 reasons. Because it's complicated, the VGC is complicated, and now because the Dedenne is just... making this battlefield quite unspectacular for younger audience. Putin is thinking right now, what am I going to do with that? Okay, Cinderace. Okay, that looks like a possibility to max Steel Spike, but we're gonna just Ally Switch away. Another of Dedenne's dirty tricks, right? Oh boy. How does the light switch even work with the Dynamax? I have a theory though. You see, Dedenne will switch the slot here, and it's gonna block the attack from the slot the attack is coming out of. That being the Max Steel Spike, it's gonna absorb that. Because it went the left way into Togekiss. I don't know, Game Freak is weird at justifying things like that. But if you would ask, like, I don't know, Jimmy about that, this would be probably his answer. But it's like optical illusion, he said, right? About the Dynamax. So I'm not too sure what's happening here. I think this doesn't make much sense. Alright, here we go. Max Steel Spike. What does it go into? Ooh. Okay. That is sad. But yeah, so basically Dedenne is not a pure electric type, so this made some sense to some extent, because this is normally effective against it. But is that assault vested? That did way too low damage on the Cinderace. Wood Hammer into the Dedenne. I think my opponent just predicted the light switch. Oh. So he's 29,000, right? But he knows what he's doing there. Okay, so we're not against someone who doesn't know what he's doing. I like that. We're gonna have actual battle here. Predicting a light switch though. It was kind of predictable, but I didn't think opponent would know that I have the move, actually. I didn't think too many people know that it has light switch, since it's just such a nonsensical move. Like Raichu doesn't get it. I mean, because it's fairy type it gets that. It doesn't make much sense there. It's again some kind of Game Freak kind of gimmick, I don't know. I don't understand it, you don't understand it. It's just Game Freak doing things and programming in things. Max Guard. Cool. We're gonna go for Max Airstream here, so we should be able to Grassy Glide into the Dracoish. That's quite a big damage here. Max Airstream should make a short. We're gonna be just knocking out the real beam here. I don't know what's the rhyme that people say in English. Let me practice English a bit here. Make it a short story? No, that isn't that. Make it a quick job? I don't know. I've heard that before, so... So let's get into the battle though. Oh boy, there is the Cherubi, as I thought. But we denied the sun with the Max Rockfall, and we are still doing it right now. So... Well, Max Rockfall trolled my opponent pretty hard. I like to see that. Heatwave should be able to KO Cherubi as well. And if you're wondering if you're hearing any noises in a video recording now, that's because my mom is vacuuming the floor. And I'm not sure if she's blind or not, because she's just slamming it against the walls right there. You don't see that, but there is a wall behind this green screen here. And she's just slamming it against the wall. I don't know, that's her way of waking me up on Saturday, though. We're always vacuuming the floor on Saturday. We're going on vacation on this Saturday, though, so that's why I'm pre-recording this video. And that is why my mom is slamming the vacuuming machine against the wall today. Oh. Well, you would think that's coincidence, but... Well... Yeah, this should be a win now. So Max Rockfall was actually very important because... No, it wasn't. Flower Gift increases the attack and the special defense, not the defense. It doesn't make much sense, but it's very good for these physical attackers, since physical attackers tend to have very high defense and attack, and not such spectacular special defense, so Flower Gift was literally made for physical attackers. But it wouldn't help against the Fish's Friend. So, yeah, but the Sun would actually lower the base power of Fish's Friend. And Rillaboom in the back wouldn't be as effective against a Rillaboom anyways. So, yes, Max Fall was actually necessary for me to win the game. Oh boy, I would wish we had double. I was recording the video with not too long ago. Because this is like a dream for it. Cinderace, Rillaboom, Tyranitar, Dracovish. That would be pretty nice to play against that, but we're playing something a bit different now. And I'm thinking if it's worth it to go with the Dedenne plus Togekiss combination here. But I think it is. It has the surprise factor, so my worst fears shouldn't come on the field turn 1. And we do not proc Tyranitar's weakness plus either, as I think I said it before in some of my recordings here. This is no bulldoze, this is Parabolic Charge, the Tyranitar is not weak to it. So that's quite nice that we do not proc the weakness policy. Now, Rillaboom should be probably the last Pokemon, as it has positive matchup against like almost everything. Even the Cinderace if it stops Dynamaxing and it got unfavorable type. Now let's have some fun here. This team looks a bit more competent. This is no memes here. This is probably a attempted serious thing. Okay, the worst of my fears didn't come on the field turn 1. I like that a lot. So, we should be good to go with Parabolic Charge plus a Max Airstream turn 1. We should try to knock out the Togekiss here. And then we're gonna go for a Light Switch and try to knock out the Cinderace next turn. So that's my plan. And I think it should work out pretty well. Unless that is opponent Steel Sparks and helping against turn 1. Now that would be pretty brutal. This animation is a bit weird, so I think this is a Cinderace. It's normal Cinderace though, so the animation wasn't a bit weird. The camera zooms out a bit differently when it's a G-Max form of these standards, so I thought this had some kind of correlation between these two things. Oh, the weird like throwing animation for the Pokeball or something. But it is Cinderace nevertheless, and it's not the powerful one, but the G-Max Fireball. This Cinderace will be setting up Sun to weaker my Fish's Friends. But I did not bring it, so good for me, bad for my opponent. Max Steel Spike, oh boy. Here we go. Does opponent go into Togekiss here? Yes, he does. Is that a lot of damage? It does do a massive amount of damage. Parabolic Charge should not be able to knock me out here. But I'm mostly fearing the speed on Cinderace. I do not think I invested enough speed on Togekiss to outspeed Cinderace after +1. Oh my god. Okay, this is a very fast Togekiss. Look at that Parabolic Charge. 30% to Togekiss? That's not normal. That's like timid max speed. Okay, I got very lucky here. But that Togekiss is very fast as well. Okay. Yeah, Parabolic Charge is like base 50 attack. It is stab and super effective, but it's spread move as well. So it should, there's no way it should do as much damage as that. Now, good question is now, does opponent read the Light Switch? And because my last opponent did, I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm still gonna go for a Light Switch here. At least we're gonna get some kind of a reaction at myself if opponent reads that. Let's put our Protect. That's okay, I think. I think it's always very predictable that I switch turn 1, but I don't think I can do much else than that. Yes! Nice! And we should be living that, because we are just so defensive. Nice! And we're gonna one-shot with Max Flare here, I'm pretty sure, unless this is Assault Blasted, which it isn't, because that's Life Orb. Life Orb is in the race. Good, look at that recovery though. That's just tasty citrus berry. Very nice gaming, very cool. And that should be one shot. Cool. If I would be my opponent, I would probably rage quit right now. And I did quite a number of times when I was testing some kind of serious things, so that's only natural. It's a normal human reaction to be angry. And it's normal to be very angry about things you're passionate about. I don't know, I'm just playing some kind of Socrates here. It reminds me of my brother telling me I'm just telling some smart stuff earlier today. My brother has grown old. He is studying last year of university. He's 27 years old and he got addicted to coffee like every grown-up is, from what I know. So, from what I know, a lot of grown-ups are addicted to coffee. And I told him, at least you were not addicted to something like alcohol. And he said, that's very smart, David. You got any more smart things to tell me? Oh god, I felt like shit, dude. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Anyways, do we go for the light switch here? With what we have in the back, we should not even care about whatever happens here. So I'm instead going to go for the super fang at the Gortrom. Our opponent says screw it and does not radio light switch, unfortunately. From what I know, a lot of my mutuals, at least I got finals done like in my high school like 2 to 3 months ago now, and a lot of my schoolmates just got incredibly drunk before the award ceremony. And I was literally like only one, but like the smartest guy of the class was just looking at, where are these people? The award ceremony is in 3 minutes, and they came like 1 minute before the award ceremony. I do not like alcohol myself very much, but I like soft drinks and fizzy drinks a lot. So I'm kinda compensating my addiction to that actually. Like literally, I'm buying these like exotic Fanta cans. Oh god, what the hell is that damage? That's choice band Relibium. But back to that, instead of like drinking cans of beer, I'm drinking cans of exotic Fanta. I'm a kind of a different person than normal people are, but that's fine. If you like the drink, why not? Yeah. So yeah, this is a choice band Relibium, and look at that damage. Look at that. I had some HP investment onto this, and defense investment as well. And I'm running choice band Relibium myself here, so I'm gonna just kind of return the center here. If you know that Minecraft achievement. I should play Minecraft at one point as well. I didn't play it for such a long time. And I heard it's a lot of fun. When I was younger, I was like looking at a lot of YouTubers as well. So I'm doing that kind of right now as well. I grown up out of these cringe-worthy Minecraft YouTubers as well. So I'm now creating content myself. And when speaking about that, I'm really appreciate the support you are giving me right now. We get like 60 subscribers in 2 days. I'm really appreciating that. I didn't expect such a fast growth. I expected some growth. After all, I'm trying to have a lot of free time. Look at that fast Relibium. I have a lot of free time right now. So I at least expecting something out of this, but I didn't expect it such a magnitude, so I'm really thankful for that. And with that, I'm ending the video here. Thanks for watching, and catch you next Troll Tuesday, because I'm gonna be playing this team live on twitch.tv. So thank you for that, and see you next time.